This session will be guided by Trainer Iiro Ignatius, a dedicated member of JCI Rauma since 2013 and the 2024 JCI Finland Executive Vice President for Leadership and Partnership in Finland. This training promised to be a transformational experience and more of a discussion and a panel in order to find more about partnership. Let's talk about today's objectives. Define partnerships, and I will let Iiro taking it from here. Thank you, Iiro. You have the floor.
Thank you. So first of all, we will define what does partnerships means. That's I think the first one we have to cover. Then we'll start talking about building and engaging and maintaining partnerships. I have a lot of experience from a home chapter, of course, Rauma, which is pretty well known in Finland, and also now have been doing national level partnerships. Europe and global level are not yet my expertise, so I really much want to hear your ideas and your thoughts about this. So please share your ideas. So I will also cover like 3 pro tips that you should remember from this training, and I want to like raise the importance of networking within JCI. Those are the 4 main things I want to cover. So I really want us to have fun in this training. So let's start with the picture from last week, and in Kouvola we had fun time over there. So like Augustin said, I have been in JCI Rauma since 2013. I have a master's in hospitality management. I'm an entrepreneur. I have hotels, restaurants, and I love people, partners, and music. Here is few mentions that is my history in JCI right now. But let's say the partnerships is my desire, and I want to help all JCIs to understand and how you can help yourself and help your chapters with partnerships. And Augustin, your turn.
So I said if it's with alcohol, I have this picture from last year. It was from my personal vacation, but Iiro says, let's do something funny. This is the maximum funny that I can do. So I am in JCI, a pretty young member of JCI, starting 2022. I'm very proud of what we managed to do in terms of partnerships last year for the European conference. We managed over there to bring partnership from all industries and verticals, and we had a lot of fun. I'm also the CDO, so Chief Daddy Officer for Casa Stancio. That's my family, and the rest is history. I like technology. I like to speak with people. Maybe that's why I choose sales, and I like a lot to travel, and of course to learn a little bit of every social activity and some particularities of the country. I'm here, and if you want to ask me anything, please do.
Perfect. So let's define partnership. Partnership is it's about generating value for partners. It could be customer partner experience, what you have, some improvements between yourselves, between the partners, financial benefits, services, visibility, networking. There are many things that can cover the partnership case. But one thing that you have to always understand is that there's at least 2 who have a common goal to achieve something. So that's the main aspect of partnerships. I'm really proud that Mari is here, if Mari is still active right now. So we have a chairperson chairperson of global partnership committee with us today, and this material is something you found last year when you were working with a partnerships committee. So would you like to share your knowledge of 4 areas of opportunity and how does partnership affect in individual development, international network, community action, and business and entrepreneurship.
So thank you very much for the opportunity. And my name is Mari Männistö, and I'm the 2023, so last year's Partnerships Committee chairperson. So I had the privilege to actually meet with the International JCI Board of Directors and everyone who attend the January board meeting. So in January board meeting, we had actually a really good workshop with President Victor and everyone on the board of directors and on JCI board. And we discovered that actually the value that we provide our partners in JCI is actually the same value that we provide our members. So we can also define the value that we provide our partners through the 4 areas of opportunity. Our partners, they want to, for example, support the impact that we create. They don't only want to support that, they want to be a part of it. So just like Iiro said, they don't want to sponsor us, they want to be our partners. And many times it's a very strategic value that we provide them. It's not like greenwashing, but it's a really genuine way for businesses to create sustainable change in society when they do it with us. So they create sustainable impact, and they also develop young leaders when they are in partnership with us. And one thing that we also discovered together was that our partners, they could use the partnership with us as a part of their sustainability work and their sustainability reporting. So actually, the impact that we make is an impact that they make as well. And that is actually something that the partners are willing to pay for. All right, so I will let Iiro say a few words about this in detail, but I just wanted to say one more thing. What we discovered is that in these 4 areas of opportunity, the value that we provide is both strategic or tactical, or even both. But many times, our partners are willing to pay more for the strategic value and the strategic partnership. So now Iiro will tell more in detail what we found. So thank you, Iiro, for the opportunity to say a couple of words.
So like 4 areas of opportunity and individual development. So what partners really want with us is they want to be part of the global movement to make the better leaders also because they want the better leaders. So of course, it's something when we offer the trainings like this one, it will make better leaders. So it's like a no-brainer for companies to partner with us. But also we can share some of our trainings, what we are doing for the company, and have those partner to our trainings. Internationality is something we talk quite a lot in Finland. In fact, at this moment, there's a lot of things within partnerships that internationality can help. For example, if we think about global JCI, if you want to make business within Japan, you should know someone from Japan as a JCI member, so he can open the doors for you. Same thing we did. We tried to find a partnership with Switzerland bank for one Finnish company. So what I did, I called to a colleague in Switzerland, and we found a partner, and we helped our partner here in Finland, and made it possible for them to go to Switzerland. So, like Mari said, they want to also make the world a better place, and we are a good partner for that. So this is something we should look upon more, how we add value for example, green side reporting for the companies. Yeah, and I think this is a no-brainer since business and entrepreneurship is something we do quite a lot. I don't know how much in international level, what is the business level or entrepreneurial level in different or national level, but in Finland, for example, it's quite big. And this is something I want to address quite heavily. So 2024 economics are really bad. So there are not much companies that just do charity. Sponsorships are mostly something that there is benefits to be given or received, but then you expect nothing in return. And nowadays, at least in Finland, there are like almost none companies that does that anymore. So we really have to give the value also back. So don't try to do sponsorships and delete the word sponsorships from almost everything you do. My advice.
What I advise also my colleagues to say is we have to give back to our partners something that they value. We have to check out what are their needs in terms of image, in terms of sharing, in terms of, I don't know, value added. As we are a non-profit organization, usually companies are used from our side to go to say like, let's can you give us a sponsorship because we have some fiscal advantages or something like that. But what we are trying to do right now, and I am very proud that my local chapter managed to do that, and I'm sure that Iiro also, is to deliver value for each and every member to come with a potential partner, to pitch potential partners and say, look, what I have to give for you, what I have to offer for you as for your participation, money or spaces or food or something like that. Or I can give you visibility, I can give you networking, I can give you events that you can take part of, I can give you something really, really powerful back for your support. So come, support us, join us, and you have networking, image, access to a range of people like entrepreneurs, corporate people and leaders, and of course, you support learning and development.
Pro tip number 1, so new networks. I don't know how many of you saw that me and Augustin had QR codes in our profiles. So now you have at least my QR again there, and you will have Augustin's again. Please add me to your network, do the same. If you want to, you can use the chat to promote yourself and put your, let's say, LinkedIn profile or something there, so you can network between the students here. I hate sales, but I love to solve problems and help others. This is something I told everyone in every training I do, because partnerships is not all about sales. It's about care.
It's not the selling part, it's how we do it. If we do it right, if we add value, as I said earlier, this is not selling, this is caring, because we give something back to the person that we sell to. We give something back to our partners. So we have to think in terms of partnership every time that we propose a service, a product, or a cooperation with an organization. But every one of us has fears, and the fear of speaking in public is the strongest and the ugliest fear of all. I also have fear in speaking in public, so I presume that also Iiro has.
Yep.
But I will let him speak about fears and problems that may turn into opportunities.
Yeah, I fear nothing. Yeah. So as you can see, I've been talking about partnerships for like the last 3 years, and still I fear like this occasion to come here and speak about this. It's normal. It's all about, if you care about something, then you fear because you don't want to ruin it or you don't want to do it wrong. But yeah, we all have fears, and if there's someone who wants to share some fear or like that, I try to address it and help you with that. So if someone is brave, we have a hand. Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Actually, my fear about partnership or sponsorship is this. I have a company, so actually is a small business, but still a company, and I have an image. And while I'm trying to find sponsorship or trying to find a partnership, they see me, my name, my image, my profile. And if there's a problem between the JCI and the partner or something like that because of someone else, I'm afraid of it affects my image in business life. So that's my fear. That's why I don't like to go sponsorship meetings that much.
It's a good one. Yep, I totally agree. I have the same kind of things when working. Let's say if I do national level stuff, and there's something that if I sell something and then I can't like be in charge of that what I have sold. So yeah, I fear that, but I always believe in honesty. If there's something that goes wrong, admit it, and talk it through. It's always easier to build your trust with somebody when you are honest. So where should we start when thinking about partnerships? First one is always that you have to think about what you are doing. In JCI, you can use different kind of methods when trying to find your right project or event or whatever you want to do. For this, I suggest you use JCI's, was it Discover training? Discover training will go through JCI's Golden Circle, which helps you identify what you want to achieve, and Active Citizen Framework also, how you can find different kind of projects. I'm not sure how many of you have been in JCI Discover training yet, but go through it and it will help you a little bit. I will not cover it anymore after this one, but just to let you know, there's always some resources you need to achieve something. So some of you might know Mr. Kevin Hill. We empower young enterprising leaders to create sustainable change. No, I'm not talking about young active citizens anymore, but leaders, because we are not a charity, but so much more. This is something I want you all to understand, that we are offering something unique that there's no one else that can offer almost. We can do good co-op with partnership with companies, and that is something we are really good at. Take a picture. Pro tip number 2, use this. Here's 7 steps of partnerships, what you will go through every time you think of partnerships. First question, where to find a partner who I can partner with? And my answer is always anyone. It all comes to what you want to achieve. I will cover later on one of my projects I've been doing, but I decided that there is only one company I really want to partner with, because that is something that project needs. And I was that was 3 months worth of negotiations, and I managed to do it. So you can do it too, because everything is possible if you really want. You have to find the reason, why do you want to work with the company? Find the values there, what the company is doing, but be brave, innovative, and ask from your colleagues, ask from anyone you work with. I always say that don't think about sales at this point. Try to solve problems, what you can do. Many of us talk about visibility in JCI, and I can say you quite easily that companies are not looking for visibility. They want our network, and they want sales. That's the kind of main things we have to help companies with.
Let's share with the people here what are few options for them to increase sales within our network. I will start because I started with this question. For example, I have a partner that sells wine, and he wants to increase traffic on his website. It's a well-known wine site here in Romania. You can check it out, winedeals.ro. And he came up with this idea, simple idea. It's usual, it's nothing out of the ordinary, and said, okay, at your events that I'm sponsors, you will have 5% discount on any purchase that you have. You only have to use this code, JCI5, for example. And I'll give you a 5% discount. And also, I will share with your people my site. I will give them something. And I will also increase my visibility through your network. Do you have any other best practices?
Yes, and you can add to that same thing you are doing. You can also negotiate with the company that everything I give you, the sales I will create for you, you will pay me like 5% commission because you have the code JCI5. So we can follow up how much sales we are generating. So you can negotiate commission for that. That's one option also.
Okay.
You can do the same thing. You can do that with hotels. Hotels are requesting more customers for leisure business, for example. That's my side of area. In Finland, we are going to offer, we are just creating this JCI benefits. Well, we offer for our members some discounts. And in every discount we offer, there is always something that is negotiated, that there's a commission for national level. And for example, there will be a hotel in Tampere that will offer JCI code. So every sales I create there, it will be back for national level also.
Actually, do you have a loyalty program among JCI members in Finland? This is a question.
Not yet.
Not yet. This is a very
Not
good idea. I thought of. If anyone in the public try this idea, please share with us, because I believe this kind of programs, loyalty programs for members that has some benefits from our partners should work.
But you have to remember that our network is worth something. So I will not just accept any company. So they will have to pay to get access to our company, and then it's okay.
Okay, let's go further.
Yep. So you can go to the next slide. Yeah. So what can partners offer for us? So here are all the things the partner could offer to us. These are all stats that I was asking when having trainings in Finland. So I asked about the chapters, what do they receive from partners? And if you go to next slide, and some of those same things, because what can JCI offer to partners? The same things. We can agree on that we all have and we need things in common. So best practice for partnerships between companies is to find the solution, that because we need common things, so we can just change those. We were talking about fears. I talk about a lot of like the sales shame, that I don't want to do it because I fear that it will affect me or something. You had the boundaries. I had the honesty thing, but there are some other things that you can like help yourself. One of my advices is to stay positive all the time when you are doing partnerships or sales, because the sales ratio will be 1 to 10. You will fail 9 of your negotiations. I can promise this. You will fail 9 times out of 10. It's not easy thing to do, but when you understand this, and it's not your it's not you to blame when you are not making sales. It's the project or anything else. So don't worry. JCI is the best place to train partnerships. This is still a hobby. Even though we are playing with quite a lot of money in some cases, we are still here learning. But you can prepare yourself beforehand when going to meetings, and you will have sales deck, you will have like answers beforehand when you know your project. And so you can always prepare yourself quite good before negotiations. And like I said, stay positive. That's kind of most important thing to do this. If you like after 5 sales negotiators and you have not made sales and you are already like exhausted, it's not good. Don't be alone. Just believe in yourself every time you're doing this, because you know what you are doing. And this is something I want to address when you are changing a culture in your chapter. So when you are changing your culture in chapter and trying to do the sales that you have not done for ages, try to do small steps first. Don't aim to 100K or 200K sales at first year. It might not happen because you are not yet so known. You have no no background. The companies don't know your chapter because you haven't done much. But it will be small steps when you grow. Change won't happen fast. So how to prepare yourself? This is a good example what you should do when you are looking for a partner. So you want to achieve something. Think who would be a perfect or ideal partner. So what do you need? You have to think about what you need for the project or the event you are creating. So you might need money, training, visibility. You will need value. You will need muscles from a bigger company. So try to find a company. One good way is we have this brainstorming event in Rauma that we create a new project or different projects, and we try to we have no restrictions when we are finding partners for it. So that's a good way to find ideal partners, and just go and ask. Use your networks. When you know someone from that company, it will always open doors better than just calling to a secretary or info. But if you know someone, or you know someone who knows someone, use your connections. JCI is for that. It's really good. So and then when you know the company that you want to work with, see the website. There's always like a strategy. They have a mission, vision, try to learn of those. Are there any common values or missions that you could share? That's, if you have common values, it's like you will get to discuss more about what could the project be, and engage the partner to give them their ideas before you have even talk about sales. So if they buy your idea, it's much easier to talk forward. Always try to help them achieve their mission or solve their problems. Listen to them, ask some questions, but always remember to listen. And I will say the word listen quite often, because that's all about sales. Let them give the answers for you, because if they are interested, they will talk. And if you need help, there is always someone who can help you when thinking about these kind of idea thinking, brainstorming events. If not, well, here I am. Yeah, and you also should check like a good sales deck, but we will cover that later on.
Choose the right platform that we address to your partners. For example, choose Instagram or Facebook for personal use. And if you want to communicate with professionals, potential partners, or companies, use LinkedIn. And be prepared when you use LinkedIn, because your profile should show that you are a JCI member, that you are taking part of the event, you are taking care of the event or partnership. Post and so on. But this is another subject we can approach in another session.
One of the most important questions I have been asked all the time is how much I can ask for something in a JCI World project or event. My first advice is always, if you are doing an event, find someone who is professional in events. Or if there is someone doing like you want to do fair, find someone who has done fair before. Or look for your network. Or look for other JCI chapters, what they are doing. We have, for 63 chapters in Finland, we have many other national organizations in Europe, and everyone has a local chapters. So there is someone who is doing some kind of project of something that could help you. That is something we maybe have to think about. For example, in JCI Europe, how can we share the best practices better? Because there is almost somebody is doing, if you talk about board game, there is someone who did board game. There's someone who was good at doing a board game. So somebody will help you with this. And do a research with the businesses also. So if there's a local event within the same category, see what they are doing. Can you do it different? Should you do it? Maybe you should not do it because they are doing it good. So find different kind of ways. Gather all the information, gather all what you can offer to sales deck, and then you should think about how much you are putting your time in, what's your network worth, and what's the impact you want to do. So I hear a lot of times that because we are doing it voluntary and we are like a kind of charity organization, like we are not, don't sell yourself too cheaply. Don't sell your time too low. It's not what this hobby is all about. We are professionals in our own ways, even though this is hobby. So you are worth more than just pennies, whatever you do. There is no right way to put a price on something. It's always about partners finding the right ways and how you can agree on something. You will have like some kind of rate to be a partner, but the partner will tell you what they think it's worth, and then you can match up. It might not end up in a partnership because you can't see the value for both of you, and that's it. But try to match the value you both find. One of perfect text I read with Mari again. Mari had this in her training in Zurich last year. The fact that we are volunteers doesn't mean that we are worthless. It means we are priceless. So remember this, whatever you do in JCI.
I actually heard that one from Kevin Hinn as well. And he heard that from someone that he doesn't remember. So, it's the same thing as always in JCI. So
yeah,
just
Kevin had already one credit, so you will have this one.
Thank you.
This is all that we have in the sales deck. So you should talk about who you are and what you do. You should add your member profile. So in Finland, we have this, we have entrepreneurs, we have leaders in high positions, and then we have like a middle position leaders. And we have percentage of how many of our members fits in one of those categories. And that is something many companies are looking for when they're want to be in our network. They will ask it anytime. Then the new thing that we are talking quite a lot is SDGs. So we are part of United Nations Sustainable Development Goals mission. And that is something companies are also looking for, because they need to report that every year that they are doing something sustainable, and JCI is a good partner for that. Key numbers, member profile is one, but they are also, if you are offering some visibility. They want to know how much do you get of your members, what kind of communication platforms you have. Is it email, Facebook, Instagram? So you had like key figures out of that. We added some famous people and projects from Finland and from a global level. Remember Kofi Annan, for example, is a JCI member. You should add that always because everyone is looking for that. So fact of visibility and offers, project offers, contact information for the guy who is selling. So what we do, we always customize the sales deck to every potential partner. So that will be every time it's different, because then I will add there like a company logo and what kind of project we are creating and how you can fit in as a partner, for example. And then we have different kind of offers that you can have, like a small package with this one and larger package with this one. So we can talk about different kind of partners. Strategic partner is kind of really important partner that might even be something that you don't take money from because it's so important to have. Let's say if you get like your for example national foreign minister to be your patron or partner in some project, you will not take money from her because you get so much visibility and so much importance out of that, like we did in one of our projects in Finland this year. Project partners, if you talk about the project, it has a start date, it has an end date, it will cover only some period of time, and they will be partnering it with that. Educational partners, you will have someone who wants to share ideas, or let's say company that offer pensions, like these free pensions that you can buy yourself as an entrepreneur. They want to have this network within their like customer segment, so they are willing to pay to be present in some occasions within JCI. Then we have some yearly partner deals that covers that they want the visibility or part of the network, but they want to be and try within 1 year. National level partners are quite often like yearly partners, or the member benefit partners. So they will just offer you a code and see, that could be like 3 months period of campaign, and see how much we are doing money through JCI. Next one. This picture is something that my previous EVP boss Antti Filpus and in fact Mari Männistö did in year 2022, and we still use this one. So this is what Finnish national level looks like. So we have bus section, community, individual, development, and international. We have also our finance team and GLC, so law. So we try to have partners to every section. Here we see our main competitions and projects. We will have partners for them. So this is a kind of picture how much we are doing in Finland right now, how much we try to find partners in Finland. This is kind of my responsibility this year. Let me say, I can say it's not easy. It's not easy. We are doing this year, I think we are trying to get like 120,000 euros for the national level sales. But as you can see, we should do more, but it's a long road still to, even though in Finland we are doing quite good things. But for example, I know here are some members from a local chapter, and they want to hear that, for example, in Rauma, we have done already with 40 members over 200,000 euros. And a little bit, I will cover a little bit what we do in Finland right now. So in local chapters, there vary tactics how to do sales. My chapter is totally different than many other chapters. We have dedicated member for bus in our chapter, who is responsible for every project and their sales. Then there are many chapters who does not have a bus in their chapters, so it varies quite a lot. It might be responsibility of the local president to do the sales. But national level, we have I'm the EVP, Executive Vice President of business, and then I have a national level sales manager. That is in the moment it's Arttu Myllys from Tammere-Koski. And then we have regional levels in Finland. We have 4 regions, and every region has a regional sales manager. And so we cover all the information through our national, regional, and local level sales managers. We try to help chapters. So we are training all the chapters who need help. But also we are responsible for the sales for the national level. So every local chapter does their own sales, every region does their own sales, and national level does their own sales. In Finland, we also have one executive director, ED, Sini, who is the only worker. So she gets salary from our chapter. I know that, for example, Germany has much more people who are paid to do the JCI stuff, but in Finland we have just one. And she's responsible for the partnership relations and care about those partners. So I'm more about making the sales right now, and then Sini will cover every sale I make. So like I said, we do a lot of trainings. We had a sales camp webinar this year. We had like 4 or 5 series of trainings. We have our own thing called Road Tour. So I'm promised to go to every city who needs help and be there and be present live, because I think that's more fun way to do this. I will be in Oulu, so if you need help, just again come to see me. But also we are the sales and network channel for import and export also, like I was covering. So we helped one company to find partner from Switzerland. I was trying to make sales to Cambodia because they have a ASPAC meeting. So there was one company who was going to try to do business in Cambodia. So try to find right people to help them. And also what I try to do is that we have many people who are interested in sales. They might not be interested like the presidential level of JCI. So there is a way to upgrade yourself or advance within the bus side of JCI. So I try to help those people to go up from the local level to maybe regional level and then come to national level, maybe Europe, maybe global level. This is something I want to address and ask if I'm right or wrong, but I think that there is limits what we can offer. There's limit how much we can have partners. For example, if within one project, it depends of the project, but for example, you can't have more than, if you do a national level project, I think there can't be more than 4 to 5 partners, because I have to promise them all the value they are promised. I have to give that. So we can't have too much partners. Or then again, I don't want to make a sale if I can't promise, or if I'm not sure I can help the company. Because if I do like a partnership deal for 1 year, I get 5,000 euros and then I fail it because I don't know if it will like benefit them a lot. I will. This is because this was the question, that if you fear of losing your name So I think this quite a lot, but I'll try to find a way always to find some kind of solution. But still, I'm pretty like nervous with these cases. But if you discuss with a partner, plan and review what you have done, it's always easier, and you get more like you get much more brave yourself when you do this way and try to care about the partner. Augustine, do you have anything to add up here?
What we are doing this year in JCI Bucharest is having an account manager for our partners. And this is taking part of we care for our partners. An account manager means that keeps the relationship between actual and past partners, giving them all the information they need. They give a call from time to time, or they are sending them information, and they are keeping close to these partners, because it's not about one-time shot, but it's about long-run partnerships. In this case, when you have a person that you talk to from year to year, that means JCI cares for you, not cares for your money or for your support only, but cares for you and gives you information, gives you know-how, and invites you to all kind of events or partnership trials. So this is what I find very useful in terms of I care about my partner or my partners. It's about giving them information and give them a call from time to time, or an email or an SMS, something that is personal.
Is there a right way to contact partners? One of the questions I've been asked quite a lot. I would say yes. First of all, be you. I think the personal touch is always a good thing. Be brave. Don't fear about calling or emailing. My way is that I will send an email firsthand with the sales deck and the idea I'm sharing with them. Then I will call about within 2-3 days, that if they have seen the email, or maybe they have already answered me through email. That's my way, but there is a lot of ways to do it. Somebody wants to call right away. Somebody doesn't call at all because they make all the sales through email. Someone says that they only generate warm leads through network. That is one way to do it. But I always put an email first and call after. Go to fairs, meet companies there. That's one way to do it. Find that kind of panel discussions or some kind of events that share your values. Go there and talk to the people, because there are a lot of people who share the values you have because you are there. That's one option. So a lot of ways. There's no like only one way. You'll have to find your own personal way to do it. When having a meeting, I always suggest that try to find the meeting face to face. It's not always possible, of course. So Teams or Zoom is okay also. But there's like 3 things: be on time, be present, and listen. Like I said earlier on, partner might tell you all you need if you are like a good person and have a good idea. I would always say listen, because when you have like made your offer clear and said what you want, they will probably think for a while, and then they will help you to find the right person, because they might not be the right person to be in contact with, but they will help you to advance also. References might help, of course, if you have someone who have been like one JCI member within a company, or if you have common friends to mention, use references. But be sure to ask for the next contact occasion. Be sure to make the calendar, because if if in this moment you will just leave it on, that sales might collapse because you don't take the lead seriously. Be honest and do what you promise. So when you are executing the project or event, be sure you do what you promise every time. Make a contract when you are making sales. If needed, I can put, we have this contract base in Finland, so I can share it with you guys if you want. Make a contract, what you have agreed on, and follow up that quite often, that you are making the progress and do what you promised. Don't push, but be clear with the partner with the time. The timeline is quite often something that has ruined a partnership. If there is too short time, or the company doesn't value you so much that they are not like, if the project has to start, so project has to start, you can't wait for the company. So make sure they understand the timeline, and the partnership is honoring the timeline. Execute and be proud and open. So like I said, if you are failing, be honest and tell it. It will help you much more if you want to be a partner later on with the company, because you were honest and you were clear with that you failed or made a success. And always promise less and deliver more. That's something we do in Rauma quite often. Then we have review and feedback. This is something I really must address on. So every time you are doing a partnership and the project will end, the partnership doesn't end there. You want the feedback. You want the feedback from the partner, and you want to learn, and you want to be better every time. You want to develop every project. You want to develop the partnerships. Did the values match? And if it was a match for them, sell it right away again. Don't hesitate. Sell it again for the next year. You will save time. You will have a partner. You will have somebody to work with for the next year. So in my home chapter, we have this fair that we gather employers' brand to one place. And the reason for us was that in Rauma, there's really bad workforce availability and vitality within the business sector. So we decided that we have to bring students. First, it was only for like a summer job cases, but nowadays it's about all the professional students who are like studying all over Finland, like really far away, but they are specialized in something that we in Rauma. So we will bring those students to Rauma, but also we bring the local students and a local workforce. And nowadays, or like last 2 years, we have had a lot of immigrants also. So we try to up the English work of offers in the fair also. So this is the largest trade fair in Satakunta region that covers like a few major cities in Finland. We worked with around 12 to 15 people, and we made this year's the revenue was around 77,000 euros for our chapter. So what we do there, our sales come from selling booths to businesses. All the major companies are in the same fairs. What we are known for, that we develop the project every year. So we got a lot of feedback from the partners. They're asking us, how could we do it like this way? And we would need that kind of expertise. Where could we find those? They might tell us that in that city, some people. How do we get the students there? This is simple. You give them free beer. You buy the bus, give them free beer, and they will come. It's easy way. But also one good example that we have the next project leader for the next year's fair. We have that always present in the event that is coming up, and he or she is responsible for getting the feedback from the companies at the fairs. And if they get good likely reviews, she or he will make the sales right away there. So for example, next year's fairs, almost half of the booths are sold already. So this is one good example of how you can do good sales with the feedback. So we had this hide and seek board game. We wanted to make a board game for local business and brands to be visible for all ages. So this was a family game. We distributed it free to schools and daycares. And it was a project about sales and logistics for us because we wanted to do a board game and learn how it is done. So we made a revenue of 47,000 euros, and we were 2 guys because we wanted to do it and there was no one else at the time, so we wanted to do it. I don't know if there was somebody from Bruges in Belgium 2 years ago. So with this project, we won 2 awards from Europe. So most outstanding local project and best local business and entrepreneurship program in 2022. So what we learned with this, we just wanted to do this. This picture is about my hotel. I was a partner in that project also because I wanted to do it. So we had this game board of 46 same kind of squares, and the children or people had to hide to one of the companies. It was really simple game, but we made like a fun way how we can bring out the brands of the local businesses. We had one partner for logistics because we send those free games by ourselves, but Prisma, which is a supermarket here in Rauma, sold every other game, and it was sold out twice because local people wanted that game. And all the other partners got 1 square from the game board, and also they got this picture for themselves to use within their marketing. So all the rights for the picture. Last pro tip, smile. That's one of the best things you can do when working within JCI, when working in a partnership sections. Smile, be positive, and use your network. Thank you for JCI Europe, JCI Mar, and Christina, Augustin to get this opportunity for me, because this was something I never thought I will do, because it's been quite fast 2 years within JCI to do things I never thought I would do. And like I said, I talked with Ulla Pirkola, and she was like, there are a few European presidents who want this kind of training. I was like, yeah, I can do it. And learned yesterday that this is like a global training, and there are people from Madagascar. And so it was really, really exciting moment for my JCI career. So be open, talk about what you want, be open to any different kind of suggestions. So you might end up almost anywhere within this organization. So have fun, smile. Thank you.